Welcome in, everybody, for round 3 of Team England's Grand Virtual Tour. I think that's the right name for it. My 5th game in the tour. One of those was played on Fumble. So if you're watching this series on YouTube and you're wondering where that is, it's because I didn't stream it because it's on Fumble. I personally have been off to an okay start so far. We've got 3 wins and a draw on my Wood Elves. This new round is against Tactics and Theatrics, which is one of the most successful, I don't know how to describe it, like a club team, maybe I could call it. Like there's like a group of tabletop Blood Bowlers who go to a lot of tournaments together and play together. Some of them are in Team England, including Torquemada, who's in chat. Maybe he can explain it better than I can. But it's just kind of a Blood Bowl team that go to tournaments together and do very, very well. So strong opponents this round, Tactics and Theatrics. My opponent is Zui. And so far in the round, we've had 2 games and it's 1 win and 1 draw for Tactics and Theatrics. Team England have not won either of the first 2 games. So a little bit of pressure on us here for this one. I've made a slight change to my roster. I've just swapped one of the wrestle linemen, lost that skill to add a sidestep catcher. It's something I've been wanting to try. My hunch is that in the end, I'm going to go back to the second wrestle lineman because the wrestle linemen do work. We saw it in the last game against the Dwarves. I do find them useful. But a sidestep catcher is also pretty useful to have, helps for the 1 turn, also helps for how you manage sidelines a little bit. So in my mind, that we're up against Skaven for Zui, has got a Ratto with Juggernaut, a Mighty Blow Blitzer, a Guard Blitzer, Sidestep, Gutter Runner, Strip Ball Gutter Runner, Wrestle Gutter Runner. So just the 3 Gutter Runners, but builds a very strong roster aside from that because you get the Leader Thrower. I think that's a bench of 1 with the Apo, 2 rerolls plus a leader. You get the Rat Ogre, a couple of Mighty Blow, obviously scary for Wood Elves. So yeah, it will be a tough one. I think we still take the ball first here. There is an argument with the 1-turning potential of both teams, I think, for going defense first here. The worry is if you go defense first and these 2 Mighty Blow just kick off right away with no bench and no Apothecary on my roster. I think it could end up backfiring pretty badly. But it's a strange matchup, Wood Elves against Skaven, because both of them are clearly very capable of just scoring quickly with the speed and the agility. But oddly, it's a matchup where I think both teams are slightly happier on defense because neither team can protect the ball as well as it wants to from the other team. So, yeah, slightly odd decision about whether to go first or second. But again, with 11 players and no Apo, I think in general, in this rule set, we're probably almost certainly going to pick offense first if we have the option. Alpha Chad cameo. We have kitted, I think it's Shepherd up in Alpha Chad's clothes for this one. Oi, oi, Dimmy. Congratulations. Dimmy, the stunty king of London, I think it was, or certainly somewhere. Morning, Itchy. Tactics and Theatrics is a lifestyle, good Blood Bowl, good food, and good jazzy pants. I was hearing about this. So Tactics and Theatrics apparently go to tournaments wearing matching trousers. And I know several Tactics and Theatrics players, including Torquemada and Thulian, who's in chat now as well. And I don't know that I've seen these trousers, and I want to see the trousers. But my impression from Thulian in Discord yesterday is that Thulian's not so happy about the jazzy trousers. Torquemada, on the other hand, clearly delighted about them. So with the Strip Ball Gutter Runner about, I think we definitely want to carry on a War Dancer rather than a Catcher, even though it's a little bit tempting to carry on the Sidestep. I think that's the way to go. Losing a Wrestle reduces our nice pieces fitting on the line, which is a shame. I guess we use a Frenzy on this one. I really hate Rat Ogres. I think Rat Ogres are really good against Wood Elves. We already played against one. What is it? Captain Oates is Renegades. We played against one. We managed to foul it out, which was huge. So yeah, not a fan of the rat ogre or playing against one. Maybe this is better this way around. Play 3 turns versus 1 exactly. Oh, they are very jazzy, the trousers. Not a blitz. It is a pitch invasion. It's them, not us. That's good. For those of you who weren't here when I was talking through the intro, I forgot to put an assistant coach on my team that I should have. So I'm just hoping that doesn't come up in any of the kickoff events. Okay, didn't immediately kill something. Is this a dicing? Probably should have actually covered the ball more first. It's a little bit tricky for Skaven to actually cover the ball in a way that feels at all meaningful. Where am I going to blitz? I think actually I should just pick the ball up next to what I should do. And roll a 1. Lovely. Okay, at least we got it. Did not want to spend that reroll, but we have. Just means I can plan this turn a bit better, knowing that. Also means we didn't 1 for root, I guess, which has some advantages. Did not get the removal there. Get the power there. Did not get the removal again. Boo. Was the strip border that was stunned, which is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's not coming all the way around. Just push. Shame. Was really hoping we'd get a removal on the line there. Obviously, like, it's one of those matchups where the versatility of both teams means it can make a big difference to start getting numbers on your side. Tactical burning of the 1. I mean, it was a tricky one because it meant I had to reroll it, and it's never great to spend a reroll on turn 1. Having said that, I do also always say, at least if it's a leader reroll, now you're feeling like you've got some of that value, even if this suddenly dies. So there's the upside. Okay, I was so expecting that just to immediately die after we didn't get removals. I was fully like bracing myself for the grump of having that go that way. Interesting that the rat ogre is out here. It's almost like locking down a side rather than holding the middle. It's kind of my preferred outcome here because that means I can move the wall dancer back if we get a power, which we don't, so that's okay. Well, would have been my preferred outcome, but it does mean that's on the tree, which is good. Tree's in a pretty decent square. It's holding 2. I think we're interested in hitting this just for the sake of putting something in front of this war dancer. Like, this is doable right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could actually even make it a 1 dice. The thing with leaving this off is you've only got one other gutter runner to respond for recovery, and it's not in a great square. I don't think they should go for the ball right now. They could, but I don't think they should. So I guess we're taking that slight risk by doing that block before, not knowing if they would. make sure that throw is covered, actually, don't I? Even though we have spent that reroll for now. Not going to activate the tree because I don't want to risk the root roll. It's doing a job where it is. Dukes. 2 whole years the weirdo. Let's be honest, it's been 33 years the weirdo, but 2 years since I found the rest of you guys. Thanks so much for the resale. 2 full years, 24 months. Legendary weirdo-ness. So they can take the hit on the War Dancer here. Is the risk that we ran there. Obviously needs to be a full power, but maybe the value is worth it. Maybe I should be protecting that more. Given I've not got the Apo. Oh, okay. Gets the power that way, yeah. Because they had the follow-up hit then with the Mighty Blow. But the follow-up hit would have been a 1 dice. Well, stunned for now. Could foul it. Don't have assists for a foul. I guess if you foul from here, you've got 1 assist. Maybe that was an argument for blitzing with that. Could have moved it. I was being greedy trying to get the second hit. I mean, we definitely have taken a lot more blocks than the Skaven so far, so it's a little of a shame we haven't managed to get any traction for that.
Yes, I saw your infamous after-dinner speech at last year's GBAT Awards.
I think they are going to do the foul here, you know. 1 assist. We got this pretty well. They've got it as well. Okay, just a KO, not caught. Pretty bad, pretty bad. Frustrating start on the dice here, not getting any removals before they get that on the double power. But at least it's KO'd, not dead. Can come back. A lesson there in taking care of your war dances, I guess. Turn on 3. We could go here and take the space. It's a long way from that rat ogre, which I like, but I also quite like freeing this and putting that back onto the tree. We are going to take that hit. We do this first. Okay, no knockdown there is obviously a shame. Not going great at the moment, to be honest. But we still have things to do. Got to dodge this before hitting that, don't we? Otherwise it blocks its way out. It's only going to be a 2 dice, but we take it so we don't get the hit on the catcher.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our cabal.
I guess we follow. They're going to be able to hit it, but it's time to bring another assist in. Which means that we should have some space if we want to move up next turn. Hey Shamba, hey Veritas. Would be really nice to remove anything. I feel like we're averaging like 3 blocks a turn, and we're on to turn 4 against Skaven, and we have not done anything. We've had some, well, we haven't supposed to use Mighty Blow that much. We've had 1 Mighty Blow knockdown. It's mostly just I feel like that because they got theirs, but that was on a foul.
from perfume bomb. You like it? It's called Rotting Cadaver by Tommy Hilfiger.
Yes, they've been blitzing with Mice every time, so to be fair. No, they weren't actually, because it wasn't. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not helpful. It's not helpful to get stuck in this thought loop, so don't get stuck in this thought loop. That's what we should be saying, isn't it? Comes after the catcher, doesn't get the pow. Guessing this maybe now tucks in, or you might take the hit. Or you can do both. So could have gone for the hit here on this for a second go. Doesn't go for that. We'll step in here. 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Okay, so you need 2 assists to make this a 2 dice. You've got these 2, I guess. Like I say, it's not a big conundrum because Skaven can they have the speed to catch up anyway, but it is at least a small decision point they've got to make. Like if you bring these players in, it's going to give me some space somewhere for a turn. Okay, so we've given the rat ogre some food, so we're going to move the rat ogre, I'm guessing. Well, they've already blitzed, so it has to be.
I've played on this pitch before, Jim. We lost. Lost the ball. Couldn't find it under a big pile of corpses.
Will the ogre remove a rat? I'll take it. I'll take a removed rat however I can get it at this point. Greedy Roger, failed dodge, anything that gets the rat off the pitch, please. Okay, so they are going to hit the tree now. It's currently a 1, so you still need 1 more. Well, you just try the 1 dice. That's also an option. $50-50 on the 1 dice. Knock over. Only a 1 in 6. Knock yourself down. Okay, goes for the 1 dice. Going for it without the block skill. Like if we stand firm, they get another go at it. Whereas if we don't stand firm, we're guaranteed on at least 1 player. So all we're doing by not standing firm is freeing up 1 rat for this turn. We'll hit back. We don't have to risk the 4+ dex. I'm not standing firm. Just because if it goes down on the other one doing the 1 dice, it potentially takes it out for the whole drive. Whereas here, I'm just going to hit it something next turn. So given we're not actually in a rush still, I think I'm happy not standing firm there. Interesting choice to do it with that one and not the block one. Obviously that made it more risk of a turnover. I guess maybe they would have thought the both down was a trade they could live with because it would be taking my tree down. Okay, so we can make that a 3 dice. I think we go after the mighty bow this turn. Didn't move the roger, so we're definitely just looking to move away from the roger side at this point of the drive, I think. All is screened at least for now. That's an there's the removal I wanted. Wow, okay, if we were saving up for that, I can live with it. I can certainly live with that.
What's your take?
I agree. You're in this fix. That's the player to use.
Tough Apo decision because obviously it's only a 6 out of 16 to work. Doesn't use it. Very nice. Very, very nice. Strip ball's still over here, but it's a gutter runner, so that's kind of meaningless. It can go where it wants. Do we actually move the ball up this turn? I'm going to want to put someone in here. I don't think we need to put the ball up, but something should go up. I'm just trying to work out what it is. Maybe it's just you go up that little bit. And then keep someone. We need someone to pop in here, but that can be you. So all of these are free to participate. I don't just... Well, it's not going to scatter. Yeah, it can scatter out if I'm not careful there. That's why I want to be a little cautious still. Lovely. Okay. Good turn. Happy with that turn. Obviously, why would I not be happy with that turn? We cast one of their best elf killers. They've still got the mighty blow over here, sadly, but I guess it's kind of an interesting situation now. Like, are they gonna? They're going to be wanting to blitz with this every turn, right? Which is again why I shifted my everything over here, because especially now that's gone, like they want to hit with the mighty blow. I have freakish rubber joints. I can partially dislocate my shoulders at will. There. I've dislocated my shoulder when I was younger. My dad had, I think, shoulders a bit like yours. My dad could don't know about on purpose, but he definitely had situations where he dislocated his shoulder, rolling over in bed and stuff. He played a lot of tennis. So, yeah. Okay, not a removal, but a stun. So we're playing on 9 for the next turn. Didn't blitz with the Rat Ogre, so we are getting to the point of the drive where I think they have to risk the 4+ at some point. I mean, it's not a risk, is it? Because the nice thing with the Rat Ogre, if you're using the Rat Ogre, is you're guaranteed that will participate if you want it to. The risk is just it hits this. Lethal Weapon was inspired by MisspelledTree saying Mel Gibson's haircut. What? What haircut am I being accused of having? Saw someone break their ankle home. Oh my god, that sounds horrendous. Okay, so they've dodged off the tree, so we're not fighting the tree. Got 2 more that still need to get off there. The Rat Ogre again can't blitz because they've already blitzed, but it could maybe come around here and tag. Fails this dodge. Doesn't put the reroll in. So the Rat Ogre is still over here. I think you had to move the Rat Ogre that turn, personally. Yeah, or put it this way, I'm very glad they didn't. Tuck that in there and we'll take that 3 dice. I think, annoyingly, this is a ball carry blitz because I want both of these hits for sure. And I don't have my frenzy piece. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we can come back after. It's a shame. Kill the leader to make up for it. I really should have covered this before I hit that. I really should have covered that. That was very sloppy. Now we do have to worry about this strip ball, which I don't want to worry about. We could not make this a 3 dice and then just go the full 3/3 and make it a 6+. Nice thing about doing that though is we get the we get that tagged, which is a real advantage. So in here would be a 6+ anyway, because we've got that one. Fill in there. It's going to be -4. Yeah, I think that's the play. Nice. Okay, tree doing work now. Nice stun on the leader there as well. I'm a bit worried that I've left a chain push here, but without the frenzy. See, if the frenzy was on this side, I'd be much more worried about this shape. But the frenzy being over here has just given me like a bit more leeway, I think. Jahannam asking me not to delete Zoe's team. I can't say that my interests align with yours on this one, Jahannam. I'm sorry. Exactly. The gutter runners are still around. The rat ogre is still around. Doesn't actually matter how many I remove. The one turn's going to be right there. Okay, so they're just moving that, not blitzing it, but they are enough to hit the lime rat. Doesn't die, but it's stunned, so it's something. So yeah, that's going to make next turn much more to think about. I do think they should have done that sooner. I understand not wanting to because it can do what it did and hit your own player, but So who's the blitz? Blitz the catcher maybe on 2 dice. I don't think they're going to go for the ball this turn, but I could be wrong. Well, they're definitely not now because they've moved the strip ball. Yeah, this is the one thing with having only 3 gutter runners in total, and they've obviously decided to keep the sidestep off for the 1 turn. It means that when they go for the ball, there's only going to be 1 spare gutter runner to do the recovery. Which, especially when that thrower is stunned, really means you've got fewer options, doesn't it? Does get the knockdown on our catcher. Does get the removal, so it's 9 on 9. Problem is, all of these removals just make their 1 turn so easy without a side stepper. Oh, I hate it. One, two. It's like a tiny temptation to rush the tree all the way over there to be on the rat ogre, but I think that might be madness. Ball's going to come back this way for sure. For sure. So it's only turn 6. We have got some time. Fine. I mean, it's annoying, but it's fine. Had to do it first because I needed to know one way or another. It's not easy to get a blitz here. It's a little bit annoying. We can blitz here, I guess, and just leave something on this side. I don't hate that because it's never an awful thing to have some presence on both sides of the pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's our line. Deciding right now if I'm going to be tagging the rat ogre. Give myself that handoff option in case I don't want to dodge off a rogue tail at the end of this. This means not blitzing with you, which is a bit of a pain, but I'd rather make sure that's all tied up first. Good. Oh, very good. We are hitting hard later in this half. Especially with that being a removal, is it time just to tag the Roger? Like, we've got 2 down, but they're both KOs. And, like, the Roger crashing the cage is a pain here, right? So I think I'm just going to sacrifice. That one Twitch chat who really likes line rats will be devastated. Because, like, not having this on the cage for turn 7, because turn 7's like an important turn, obviously, like really bland, obvious things to say. Like, turn 7's an important turn, just making sure that we're going to have not that to worry about. Still got 2 rerolls in my pocket, which is nice. Okay, getting all the pressure on the cage now. Makes sense. This one's free at the moment, which is nice. We're going for the ball. Are going for the ball. Fails the dodge first time. Fails dodge. Okay, great. All right. So hopefully we can get out of range of this now. Not quite. One, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's got to be you, hasn't it? So we need to roll some dice here, which is a little bit never the favourite, is it? But another removal. Just don't want it scattering out. It's kind of the biggest concern, isn't it? Scattering out. This is definitely a reroll. That probably wasn't a reroll, so I'm glad I didn't need to use it. So the strip ball path in is now a 5 up. This for the wrestle is rush and 4+. Then it's an uphill with wrestle. I don't think you're getting an assistant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think that's okay. I really want to hit this, but I think I'm probably better to dodge it. I think that's hard now, and I think we leave this still. Missed a lot of chat, sorry. Been very focused middle part of the drive. Hey, Distorter. Got to run his own Fear the Reaper. Why would they can just run in?
Are magic sponges really magical, Bob?
Talking about pro StarCraft, I can say with I can say that I've never watched StarCraft before, never played StarCraft before. I did play like the old Warcraft way back when, which I think was related to StarCraft. It was one of the earlier computer games that I played on a PC, I guess. A friend had that. Zug Zug. Oh, that's what they said, isn't it? Zug Zug. Are we going for the ball again? I don't even think it's worth going for the ball if you've moved that guy to runner first, because like, what are you going to do if you get it down?
Did you know bathroom
Like,
facilities
if you
have
strip
only
it,
been built
then
in
what?
modern stadia since the last decade? Before that, the waste was, well, actually, no one knows where it went.
Watch as I find out. Watch as they strip the ball and then I snake a pick up and it was all correct. They've kept all their rerolls for the 1 turn, so it will be there. 6+ in for an uphill. Makes the 6+ and rolls double powers. All right, game. All right, that's what's going to happen. That was a 6+ dodge in, followed by a double 6 on the sack. And it's fallen to one of the squares that actually is going to be a little bit awkward to clear. Oh my god, Blood Bowl just deciding to be a dick. All right.
There's always room in sport for scrap like this.
That would wrestle.
They've got the advantage.
It's annoying. Would have liked that to be on the floor for sure.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. Think of as splat.
Oh, this isn't good. That's a 2 dice. We can make that a 2 dice. And then we could pick up on the thrower. Not ideal, but better than nothing. We're going to have to dodge now to get in here. Good. So now we're into don't snake territory.
The ball is in the player's hands.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was the snake coming there. I thought the snake was coming on that last dodge.
Don't you think?
Which would have made me mad because they rolled 3 6s in a row to get that ball. Well, I mean, they only needed a push to be fair, but to power the wall dancer does make it worse. So didn't get our KOs back, but neither did they. So they have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is plenty to be fair for a 1-turn try. But this is one of the advantages of having the side stepper is we can do like this. Which helps at least a little. Gonna hit that and try to power it. If you power it, then you've got blitz onto here, go this way. Are we better to go wide? Probably. My worry is, can you then just... I don't know if they've got enough players to do that as well as they'd like to. Put it that way. It's definitely possible. Like you fill into here. Put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe. I'm not sure. It's pretty hard to stop a Skaven with sidestep one turner, so. Oh, I guess I could have just filled that square. Maybe I should have just filled that square, gone all the way across to stop this one turn try. Yeah, maybe I should have just filled that square. Then you can't come over the top of it. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they try. Like, there's definitely, like, there's going to be a way because you've got movement 9 and sidestep. Like, it's not, whatever I did, there was going to be a way. I just don't know what the easiest way to do is. And I think with hindsight, I should have done just a full line across here. I think it's a mistake not to fill that square, given I can't do 2 decks anyway. But yeah, this is one of the nice things about adding the sidestep catcher to the mix. Like, and actually the sidestep catcher, there's been a couple of turns where I thought, okay, I can use that in a way that I couldn't have used something else. So maybe I'm going to come around to the sidestep catcher. Like, this is the first game. Be interesting to see how I feel about it in the Necro matchup as well, where it doesn't do anything for the one turn. But yeah, it's definitely nice to have in this situation. Hey, Sluggy. Yeah, I'm a little bit curious about the Ratto positioning, Thelian, because, like, yeah, you could Juggernaut the beginning of it, but then you're not going to get the last push, are you? Yeah, Space Cadet, that's what I think they might be looking at. Just, like, go for the 2 dice on this right away and try and power it. Like, definitely an option. It's still more dice they've got to roll, which is kind of all you can do against a Skaven 110 is give them more to do and hope something fails. I think if I was Zoo, I would have been looking at whether the chain push here was possible. I don't know if Zoo did look at that, but someone gets Knuckle Dusters. One of my players for this drive gets Mighty Blow for this turn that I'm not taking. Okay, getting the ball first. Makes the pickup. Makes the handoff. We've got that player there now to reinforce. Oh, we've gone for an uphill.
Got any advice for the budding coach then, Bob?
Yeah, always wear underpants.
Okay, so I guess they're going to push into here.
These cameras are both me. Nice shirt, by the way.
And now you're going to blitz from here. I guess that works with the Juggernaut. A little bit spicy because it involved an uphill here, and I would have taken a power, which could have removed it. Oh, no follow. Ooh, yeah, that might have stopped it. They needed to leave that square open. Yeah, they didn't need that to be an uphill. They could have filled there. I think they've blocked their own path here. I think they blocked their own path. And I don't know that they can undo it. I mean, they could just come around here and blitz this way for the first hit instead. No? I don't know what they're going to do. Okay. My choice, but it doesn't really matter because they've got Juggernaut. I'll make them use Juggernaut. Maybe there's something here I'm missing. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, double skulls. Fails alone, so it's definitely. I don't think it was possible anymore anyway. I think that had failed. Yeah. I think it was just an accidental follow, to be honest. Okay, so they've got their KO back. And we got both our KOs back. All right, so we're on 11. That's very nice. Playing 11 into 9. I do love an offset line, but I think against Skaven, that's probably not going to do me that. Would it? Will they fight the line with the Rogar? No, I think it does more for me in this game to have the tree just in the middle of the pitch. In which case, what are we doing with the rest of them? We have to expose a catcher. We haven't got a choice. So at that point, you might as well expose 2 catchers. At that point, are we just doing chevrons? Obviously not with the war lances there. Where do the catchers go in these chevrons? It does mean they could hit the war dancer, but the only player that's really going to hit the war dancer is the rat ogre, and then we're going to leave the rat ogre somewhere bad if they do that. Oh yeah, I'd guess they're going to play for the draw now. I'd guess so. You never know, like they could chip a bunch of what else quickly, like it's totally possible. I'm still playing in an AV8 plus team, but True cheats at Blood Bowl, knowing what she's doing and making good decisions. I contest these allegations. I make bad decisions all the time. I have documented proof of me making bad decisions in many of my streams. Maybe all of them. Name one. I'm pretty sure in my I had a recent IRBB game where I was beating myself up a lot for doing a rush I shouldn't have done. There's one.
Boo.
Let's not forget that time when I decided one more drink was fine. The thing is, Faymir, for me, that one more drink would probably just have been another tea, and it would always have been correct to make another cup of tea, so. Changing weather. Oh, dice straight out for a touchback. I'm pleased that the failure of myself to put my assistant coach on has so far not mattered. Are we going to try and go after this war dancer with the rat ogre? Because I don't see how you do that without leaving the rat ogre somewhere I can serve it. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm about to learn a hard lesson. Having only just got this war dancer back. So they're not hitting on the line at all. They put the gutter runners here. I don't know why this is here. It could have just been here. Like if you're not going to hit the line, it's giving you a dodge, which could snake. I guess it stops that from moving on a blitz or solid defense. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're going to do that, you might as well do it on the tree as well. Because then like the solid defense for the tree would have been... Solid defense is always good if the tree's unmarked. Maybe the rat ogre is just going to come and hit the catcher and like try and take 6 dice on it. Yeah, at the beginning it was like Torquemada. They did have this other Mighty Blow piece, so I kind of got it. But especially once that went off, I think I would have wanted to be blitzing with this more. I did then tag it for a couple of turns, which went well for me. But yeah, I really like find rat ogres a pain to deal with wood elves. So like, I think they definitely can. Oh, we're not even using the rat ogre blitzing here. Yeah, I think if you're going to put all that team value into a rat ogre, then having it throw its weight around a little bit more against wood elves, I would have thought would have been the way. Oh, I'm so tempted to tree blitz here. No, we shouldn't. We should blitz onto the tree, shouldn't we? We should blitz onto the tree. That's definitely the way. Who do we do it with? We could do it with you. You still be on the tree. Full pow. Is this done? Can live with that. Little tempted to foul it, but I think probably not worth. Because we could end up just undoing our numbers advantage. Which we don't need right now. Good. I think especially with it being stunned, that turn wasn't the one.
A great game so far. I seem to be having a little dull moment, but it'll pick up any second now, I promise.
Right, okay. Does blitz at last. How bad's the damage? Gets a removal, yeah. Didn't actually need the Mighty Blow, but yeah, rat ogre gets involved and does some work. Have a dodge. Don't think you can put a reroll on that. Good. I think we've got to put some pressure this turn. I think we've got to make this more uncomfortable, because if we just play hit for hit, their mighty blow might do better than our not mighty blow. So it's not going to necessarily get us where we're trying to go. So time to base up. Love that.
If the player remains
Oh, we do not have that.
may not be noticed.
Okay. Well, I probably have to hit that now. Oh my god. 2 double skulls in 1 turn. Well, now that is a bit interesting, only having 1 reroll left for the whole game. Maybe I could let that go, but it's a war dancer going down and it releases some of this pressure that I put on them, so good thing we got the power, because the second hit was going to be an uphill. The nice thing here is if you blitz with a rat ogre, even though it's obviously a nice blitz on a war dancer, you can still end the turn next to the tree. So okay. Blocks with the ball carrier, so the ball's not moving. Which is interesting with this being here. You haven't played tabletop since Athens. Oh my goodness, Shamba. Great turn for a hungry rat. I assume this has to be the blitz now. Yeah, and you have to tag there, otherwise it's now going to an uphill. Even this goes to a 1 dice. Not if you roll a pow. I feel like this is going to go against us, and I feel like it shouldn't, because we had to put in those 2 rerolls that turn. Everything's like a lot ropier now, and then they've rolled some nice numbers there. I mean, the cage is still definitely not a safe cage, and I don't see how it's going to be with this stood here. Okay, make the 1 dice power that as well, I guess. All right, this is how you make it safe, is by rolling power and everything. Put 1 dice this as well, we'll move that there. But this is still here. Block that. We could potentially blitz with the tree onto the ball. Fine. Don't like we'll just put that in range, but good.
Will the big one
Lovely. Okay.
an opponent of half his strength? He seems a little stunned.
Oh, no tree catch.
And it didn't come off.
Oh, the worst possible square. Grrr. Problem is they've got gutter runners, so if we don't clear it, you know where this is going to end.
This player likes to be well assisted.
I want to get a side step on it, but I can't put re-rolling because I've only got one left.
Boing,
Maybe I should have dodged
boing,
the side
boing.
stepper instead of doing that first. Yeah, I should have, because it's the same. Yeah, I should have dodged the side step before doing that block. I should have dodged the side step before doing that block. That was a mistake. At least the tree is hard to shift, but gutter runner can just pick it up on a 3+.
You got anything cool recorded on your whiz wool box other than old Blood Bowl mattress jump?
Yes. I'm addicted to that
Oh, they could actually clear that and then blitz with the rogue onto it, couldn't they? Starts with the 3s. I see some double skulls from the skaven, please. Well, blocking dice this half. Are you just going to dodge in, pick it up, run over here and hand it off maybe? I really should have dodged this before doing that block. That was silly. That was definitely silly because I wasn't going to re-roll that, so it was a 1 in 9 versus a 1 in 36. So who was asking before saying I don't do stupid things? There's a stupid thing I did. Because if this side step was over that, this would be much more of a pain.
Can be so overrated. There's always room in sport for a scrap like this.
We've completely lost our numbers advantage. We're now down players. Oh, they can even knock this over now. Make them push us onto the ball now. Hope for a better scatter. They should have taken the boat down. Because this could scatter somewhere. But it doesn't. I feel really hard done by. I feel unbelievably hard done by. Oh well.
The team had possession.
Red Bull's a jerk. I think that's really, really unfair. Given the double skulls and everything else. The fact that they got like the only scatter where I wouldn't have just gone for a pickup. Like the only scatter I wouldn't have just gone for a pickup there. Oh well, it's happened. All we can do is put pressure on it and try and score with one reroll. Now we risk losing. If our KOs don't come back and they have a numbers advantage and we've only got one reroll for our offense. I'm mad right now. I'm really mad. I feel like these dice have been absolute dicks to us.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. All I can think of is splat.
I don't think they're going to be able to store us. I mean, they could come all the way back, I guess. Might be able to find a store coming all the way back. We've had 3 removals against us. We've had 3 removals against this drive. 2 double skulls, a bad 1 in 9. The worst possible scatters twice.
What was your favorite moment as a blood
Just going to score.
A fresh start, lads. You couldn't really
Okay, KO's all coming back definitely makes it feel a bit less rough.
That's it. Don't touch everybody. Sorry.
So the offense was not looking as confident with down players. Still only 1 reroll. If we fluff a pickup here, we just lose. Like it really is that simple against Skaven. Like 1 fluffed pickup and you can just lose the whole thing. And even if we don't, they've still got this on the pitch. It's actually like a scarier in some ways than their first defense, because their first defense they only put 2 gutter runners on. Anyway, it's happened. Reset your brain tree. Reset your brain, because you've got 2.
This is indeed a
Not a blitz. First thing first, not a blitz. I'll be honest, I was half expecting. Should have done that first. Really need to make sure the ball's extra covered here. Only 1 reroll left.
There's only one word to say about this ball.
Not a word, Jim. A sound.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
Written? Players can barely speak, Jim, let alone write. You should know.
Just not going to blitz this time, I think. Okay, all right. That's big. Oh no. So we disconnect. Hope everything's all right. My Discord up, see if they're messaging. Just trying to reconnect. I really hope this doesn't. I really hope this doesn't like cut the end of the game off because it's going to be rubbish. Yeah, like it's not what we're here for. Like I wish there was an option on my side to like cancel the timer. Like so if you're playing with someone you know, like you can just say, yeah, don't apply the reconnect thing. Like yeah, or a button to add 5 more minutes. Because like in ladder, yeah, I want this. In ladder, if I can't speak to the person, I don't know what's going on, I don't want them able to just like disconnect on purpose. But when it's someone you know, like there should be an option of just being like, don't worry, we know what's happening, like they're having internet troubles. Come on, Zoe. Oh, there we go. Whew. I was beginning to give up hope. All right. Three more turns after this. Comes in after the war dancer. Pushes into not a power. Great. So the rat ogre is now stuck there for the moment. Lets us have some options. So we need to keep a bit of an eye on the clock, which I have a lot of sympathy for, given they just had the disconnect. Strip ball is in the middle. Okay. Right, we're going to come. Oh, are we going to come that way? I think we want to come this way, like be walled off from the Roga. Further away from at least one of the gutter runners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got lots of time, haven't I? Yeah, okay. So I don't need to panic on time. I can feel myself feeling the time tension, but my clock is actually all right. actually could just blitz here with the ball carrier and not take the tree hit. Means you're not moving though. If it's not a power, it's not great. But then we get the second hit with the tree. And we could move up into a pretty solid position there, I think. No more double skulls, please. Called it. Absolutely called it. Jesus, my dice. 3 double skulls this half. Every single one of my rerolls has gone on a war dancer rolling a double skull. That is pretty horrific. Makes this all a hell of a lot scarier. Gotta give you someone else to eat. I don't want it to be that war dancer. Obviously. Good. Good. I mean, this has been rough, right? Like 3 double skulls in one half, all on players with block. Like every single one of those I had block skill for.
That player's like a streak of luck.
That's a streak of something, Jim. I wouldn't call it luck.
Zui is not putting in a scoring threat, so that is good for us. Like, I think one gutter runner up here would make this next turn
This is gonna be a
scarier. I mean, you could still put it with a line rat, but not doing that either.
Surrounded by adversaries like that, I hope he knows what he's doing.
He won't leave him alone anytime soon.
That's the worst outcome. And the extra square to tag us.
I've seen lying on the field during my career. Well, I could start my own team. You only need 1 million gold, right?
He's whistled into the ground. Oh, awesome.
That's good though. Now we can use that to blitz down on the Roger. So yeah, not having any scoring threat for the skaven at least means that we don't have to worry about the loss here. We're just trying to get the, let me stand up. Just trying to get the win. I actually take the push here because I just need that space.
And he's still standing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to not block my own square here. Because I want this in range without doing rushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God, I hate having no rerolls. Oh, I did not want to do that yet. Shit. You were supposed to be doing some rushes. That was an accidental double click. All right, new plan for you. Just go here. I think we're going to have to do a jump over here, aren't we? Try and get... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can't come around the top anymore. I think we need to shore up the bottom now. I don't know, doesn't feel good enough with the wrestle here, but at least we'll have players to hand off to potentially. Again, with a reroll in hand, I'd have been more aggressive, but also this was a misclick. This was a very annoying misclick. I moved it to here by mistake. I would have definitely taken some risks with that one. So going for the sack with the wrestle. Fails the first dodge, got dodge skill. Oh, they've went for the... Oh, okay. All right. Whew. Okay. No dice to roll. Get in the end zone. Well, that was ropey, ropey, ropey. I don't know. I feel like that last drive I probably could have played it better. I felt that last drive I probably could have played it better. That last turn did not feel like I secured it well. Hey Zooey, thanks for the game. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was feeling very frustrated when you got your score because I felt like that was like a couple of turns where like I rolled the 2 double skulls and then I got the ball down, but the scatter was like awful for me. And then you got like the 1 dice power that really helped, and I also made a really big mistake, like not dodging the side stepper. So like it was also like absolutely like some blame of me in there. So I was feeling hard done by, but I also think like my offenses, I'm pretty sure, weren't perfect. Like that last one, I think really wasn't perfect. So yeah, but my goodness, that last double skull was really testing me. Like when I was like, what's like the safest block I can do here? Well, like the ball carrier, which is never feels good, but it's got block, right? So unlike anything else I can do here, it's taking a 2 dice of block, and immediately it's a double skull again. You're like, just leave me alone. How do you feel about the Skaven roster, Zooey? One thing I was saying a couple of times during the game was I felt like on defense, or your defense, my offense, that the impact of you not having that fourth gutter runner, because you wanted to keep the sidestepper safe for the one turn, which I totally understand, but it meant that like I was sometimes a bit less scared of sack plays because like you wouldn't have had great recovery because there was only one other gutter runner. So I think that was like an interesting dynamic with that roster, like because like everyone in Eurobowl, right? Like Skaven can't get everything they want, and so it seemed like with the roster you took, the compromise was you have to let go of one gutter runner. And I felt like in the first offensive drive, it did make me feel like I was a bit more secure with the ball. Should have fielded the sidestepper. I wondered like if maybe with hindsight it would have been, even though I totally get why you wouldn't want to for the one turn. Oh, also your one turn. I wasn't sure what you were doing at first, and then I was like, oh, okay, I think this works. But then you fill the square. Like, I think you had it if you didn't follow, but I might be... Should we have a look at it? Let's have a look at Zoe's one turn, if you don't mind. Let's talk about the one turn, because one turns are like things you can like look at, and they're like quite specific. Because there was one other way of doing the one turn. Yeah, panicking is a time. I did wonder about that. Like, there was one way of doing the sidestep one turn that I was, oh my God, when you double powered me here as well. I was like, one thing to get the strip ball, but the double power was like, really? But all worked out. It happens though. I've double uphill powered people in Blood Bowl before. Like it does happen. And we did get lucky on the removals. We did, so I shouldn't complain about everything. Like the fact that we still had 11 elves at the end. I wasn't always feeling lucky because the KOs, like on that second drive, I was getting a bit like, but actually like with the injuries, you got them and I didn't. So the one thing that I was wondering before you started was whether you could have used this player here. So if you put the sidestepper here, and then you fill... Maybe it doesn't work. Because I was thinking you need to fill here. The problem is you need to fill this square to get the push onto that, don't you? Pushing. I don't think... Because you haven't got enough players to do the just like full... Or maybe you still do. So if you put a line here... And a line here, that's 6. Yeah, I just don't think you've got enough to come down, push. You can do it off that elf. Off which elf? Off this one. Or this one. So how are you setting it up? So because... The only thing is, like, you're going to be coming in... Are you going to push this way? What am I talking about? You're just going to push up into that square. Okay, yeah, you're using this gap. So you're... you'd be filling... You need to hit here. You need to have filled... Don't need to fill those ones. But for the second hit, you need to have filled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? Hit here. You're going to be pushing into that square, so you need to fill here 1. Two, 3. You definitely need to fill those 2. You're hitting that. I think it's the 5. I wish I had like a pen. It would be easier if I had like a digital pen to mark it. Sidestepper goes on the LOS, 1 into the sideline. So your sidestepper is here. That's... Oh yeah, because you're pushing that way. I'm talking absolute rubbish. Yeah, okay. So your sidestepper is here. And then you're going 1, 2... You need to have filled 1, 2, 3. No, because you can't fill this square because you need to slice it that way. So you're talking ignore the tree, go here. Okay, so that's why I wasn't sure if we had enough. I definitely like know what you're talking about, but that's why I wasn't sure if we had enough. Let's count it. So we need to have sidestepper here and 2 players on the line here. Then you need to have 3 players who are willing to activate and go here. So that's already 6 players. That blitz is over the top. Yeah, I guess it is enough. I guess you only need 6. It's actually those squares you need to first because you're coming down that way. You need to fill here, 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 here. And you blitz here, it's going to push 1, it's going to push second 1, that's going to push onto him. It's going to push there, you're going to push up there, then you've got a player for second hit. Yeah. I think you've got just enough. I think 1 fewer and it doesn't work. And obviously, like, the other risk is like the rat ogre could eat someone, but that's like a 1 in 6 risk you've got anyway. So like, so I think yeah, I think I'm wrong and Tokumaru and Thelian are right. Like, I thought you wouldn't have enough, but you actually do. So that's interesting. So that I think any fewer you can't do it. So the cutoff number is in fact 6, 7, 8. If it's below 8, it can't happen. If it's 8, it can. I think. I mean, I guess it could still happen with 7 if the thrower can fill one of the squares, but that's obviously like relying on the ball to go somewhere they can do that, which in fact it did. So I guess actually this time could even have happened with 7. But what you were trying to do instead was hit here, then you blitzed with the, well, let's go through it. So there is a 4+ handoff in here. But you had 3 rerolls, not so bad. This first hit could be a 1 dice if we put someone here. I don't know if you need to have an extra player here. It feels like maybe a gutter runner could be there and make that a 1 dice. Maybe. Because I like this idea too. Like, I hadn't thought of this idea. It does work. Yes, if you just don't follow this, if this is still here, then the blitz is going to go here. First hit pushes you into you. You go up into that square. The second hit is coming down. But does the second hit work? Because the second hit is going to be here to here. So your push squares are here. So you can't use the tree, but then maybe you could hit here if you can fill those squares. The second hit is the bit I'm still just working out in my head. Okay, so this is where we would be. Pause. So imagine that the gutter runner is now where this is. And imagine you didn't roll double skulls. So this is just going to push anywhere because it's not going to get a push that helps the gutter runner. What you have still got after that is this one can hit this one. But then you've got to fill these 2 squares at the top, which I guess you can do. You've got 2 gutter runners left. I don't see how else you're getting the second hit. Again, totally accepting that I might be missing something. But since the tree will stand firm to anyone else hitting it, like, this angle is not getting you a push into that square, even if it's empty. Or even if that's gone there, sorry. So I think you then have to get the second hit on the line from the guard blitzer onto this one, which is hard to see because the blocking dice are in the way. But there's a guard blitzer here, could hit that one. But you'd have to have these 2 squares filled. Yeah, a couple of 4+ dodges, which isn't so crazy, right? Like, you've got the gutter runners there, you've got the 4+, so yeah. So it was definitely like possible if you didn't follow, but it was still a few more dice. Sorry, I didn't mean to like pick on like that as like a critical thing. I'm looking at it because I'm interested in it. I hope that didn't come across as me being like negative. It's me. I think 1 turns are like interesting to look at, and especially when you're playing teams like Skaven and what else. Like, it's so like there's a lot in Blood Bowl that's unpredictable. Like when you're playing a game, like you can come in with any sort of plan, but very quickly, like you're dealing with the realities of every turn of like what the dice say, of like what your opponent's doing. Whereas like one turns are things that you can like really like look at and be like, okay, what's the way? And in this situation, because I was saying it almost as soon as I finished setting up, like I think I made a mistake on this setup, and I think because of the idea that we talked about, where you could just ignore all this and use the frenzy, I think I should have just put someone here. And I've seen Jimmy doing that recently, and so I have seen someone doing it, and my brain didn't make that step. But yeah, especially with I don't have 11 anyway to even do 2 good lines. Just having that go all the way across would have meant you couldn't go with the Rattoka. So I think I made a pretty big mistake there, actually, not doing that. So yeah, defensively, I think just spread the full line across. It does mean if the skaven just want to serve someone, they can serve someone. That's okay. They're not doing the 110 for doing that. So yeah, I think on both sides of that, maybe like there were other ways to go, I guess, is the thing, isn't it? It's not even about like mistakes, not mistakes. It's about like there's other ways to go. There you go. Is there anything specifically anyone in chat wanted me to look at from the game? Any turns that they thought were worth revisiting? Like the one that I'm kicking myself about is after I sacked the ball. And I did, it's literally like this action here. It's taking this block on a 2 dice instead of dodging this first, because if I dodge this first and just put sidestep on the ball, it's much messier for you to clear it. And that's a 1 in 36 to fail. Whereas this block, because I've already spent 2 rerolls, there's no way I'm going to reroll it. So it's a 1 in 9 to fail. So yeah, and I still could have taken the 2 dice block afterwards if I did the dodge. So that was, I think, a big mistake by me. So yeah. It's hard, isn't it? Like we always talk about like safe moves, risky moves, like, and some things are obvious, right? Like there's plenty of turns where it's like, why didn't you stand up that player first? And like, it's just because you weren't paying attention enough. I'm saying you universally, I basically mean me, but like, yeah, like you weren't paying attention enough. You weren't like thinking about it. You just were like already trying to, your brain was already doing the next thing, which I think happens all the time in like the heat of the game. You're like already thinking about the next thing you want to do. But like some stuff is less like obvious. So anyway, long-winded end to that, but hopefully people enjoy a little bit of like extra chat about stuff on the these Team England games. I think these Team England games have been like an amazing thing. Like I love like the fact that they're happening. Like I'm really enjoying playing like these games that have like kind of no pressure on them, but also kind of definitely a little bit of pressure on them for like a couple of reasons. One of which is like, as a team, Team England, like we want to win. Like it would look really bad for Team England if like we're not able to beat teams of like other players who could have been in Team England, right? Like we're playing against people, so like it doesn't mean individually we're all expected to win every game. Like we're definitely not. Like I was saying at the beginning, like tactics in the Electric squad is super strong and in fact has some other internationals from other teams on them. But like as a team, like if this is supposed to be Team England, we're supposed to win, right? Like that's kind of natural in the dynamic of it. So like that's like one part of pressure, and then there's another pressure which is like everyone in Team England like would rather be in the team of 8 for Euro Bowl than the team of 4, so there's a bit of individual pressure as well. So it's kind of like a fun kind of pressure, and like playing against really good players, having interesting games. Yeah, it's been fun, and like hopefully making them something that the community enjoy and that you get something out of. And that's why I'm keen to like talk about decisions as well, like and yeah, hopefully make it informative. I have one more game to come in this round, which is against Jimmy Fantastic and his necromantic team. Well, that's not actually, I don't know when I say this round. From Team England's point of view, everything is happening in like 2-week rounds where we play against 2 squads at once. So this round, as I said at the start, was against Tactics and Theatrics, which is who Zoe was representing, and the other one is against the All England Pub team, which is who Jimmy Fantastic will be representing when I play him. So the part of it that is playing against Tactics and Theatrics, obviously there's 12 games because we have 8 players in theory for a Eurobowl team and 4 players for the European team. So 12 games, and I believe the score is now 1 win for each team and 1 draw. So all perfectly poised as we wait for the rest of the games. The round against the All England Pub team, I'm not sure what the score is right now, but I can talk about that when I play Jimmy. So if you're watching on YouTube and you are enjoying this Team England content, do hit that like and subscribe.